welcome back to my channel. We are going to jump right in to the next group of exercises, which will be on the silo. Let's see what they're asking for. Alright, so on this one, let's see, exercise 1, continuous operation. Completely design and debug a ladder control circuit which will automatically position and fill the boxes which are continuously sequenced along the conveyor. Ensure that the following details are also met. The sequence can be stopped and restarted at any time using the panel mounted stop and start switches. The run light will remain energized as long as the system is operating automatically. The run light, conveyor motor, and solenoid will de-energize whenever the system is halted via the stop switch. The fill light will be energized while the box is being filled. Makes sense? And the full light will energize when the box is full and will remain the same that way until the box has moved clear of the prox switch or the prox sensor. Okay, so the other thing that we need to note while we're here is that our start button address is I10 and our stop is I11. Alright, let's get started on this. Alright, so first thing, let's work on the run light, right? So run light control. And we'll need a seal-in, so we'll do a couple of those guys, a branch, and an output. So we'll do the start button, the light, and the stop button. So this will be I10. This will be the stop button. This will be the motor, so O20. That's going to be the conveyor motor. And this is going to be the conveyor motor, O20. Alright, so that should be the start, hit the start button, and the light should, that's not the conveyor motor. We want, well, I mean, that is a conveyor motor, but we actually want the light, the run light. So that is wrong line, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Run light. And let's see here. Alright, so run light. So yeah, the run light. So let's download it and give it a test. Make sure that it's doing what we think it's going to do. Looks right to me. All right, good to go. So next was the motor control. So need another rung, and we'll need the run light. All right. So when the run light is active, we want to be able to run the motor. Let's actually do a comment here. So conveyor motor control. Cool. And then and we'll want the conveyor to move the container over to this prox sensor. So basically when the run light's active and there's no indication or no box there, so we'll do 3, and that is going to be the prox sensor, and then that should make our motor run. And we'll do conveyor motor run. Um, cool. So let's test that. So what that should do, it should bring the motor over to the proc switch and stop right there and do nothing else. Let's go ahead and put it in run mode so we can hit the start button. Let's speed this up a little bit because that is insanely slow. Okay, so yeah, that works. That does what we told it to do and what we thought it would do when we did that. So next, let's fill up the box, right? So let's do the solenoid valve control. Solenoid valve control. So we'll need the run light. And then when copy, paste, and then when the motor is not actually, well, we will need one of those. So let's, and there is something there, and let's paste the right, and the motor is not running. We want the solenoid to fill, or to open so it can fill the box. And we'll actually go ahead and do the light while we're there. So let's do our solenoid valve, which is 021. And that is our solenoid valve. And then our let's do our fill light. So output 2/3, and that will be fill light. All right, so excuse me. So what this should do is bring the box over, and it should once it's at the proc sensor, it should open up the valve and it should fill and just keep filling and filling and filling because we're not telling it to stop yet. So let's make sure that it does that. Let's run, box over, fill up, and it continues to fill even though it's full. And it fills up until it shuts the plant down. So that's good. Let's see. So next we will want the full light indication, right? And yeah, so let's work on the full light indication. So full light control. And let's see. So we'll need the run light. Actually, no, we won't need the run light because it said the full light will energize when the box is full and will remain that way until the box has moved clear of the proc sensor. So that, to me, that means even when they hit the stop button, the full light should be energized. And then in the real world, you'd ask for clarification. You would do, you'd either like send an email out to the customer, or depending like on how the project is, like if it's a big municipality type of project where there's like, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars being spent, then they want every little thing to be documented. So you would do a an RFI, which is a request for information. So we will do this, and let's see. So we're not worried about the run light. We will need to let's see, the level sensor. Yep. Yeah, so when the level sensor comes on, that'll tell us that we're full, right? So we'll do one that's 4, and we'll do level sensor. And let's see, and then we're going to, we'll need the proc sensor, right? Because we want to make sure that the box is there. and then we'll do full light. And this will give us, all right, so now what should happen is the box should come over. It should open up the to the proc switch. It should open up the solenoid valve, and it should fill up until the level sensor comes on, and that will tell us that we're full. And actually, while we're here, let's go ahead and tell it to turn off or stop filling when it's full. So 2-4, there we go. So we'll put that there. This should will open up and become not true when it's actually full, and it should shut the solenoid valve and turn off the fill light. So that should be right. Let's see, and then, yeah. So we'll do that. Make sure that we're good there. Fill up, and boom, it stops. All right, that's good. So let's back in program mode. All right, so then the next thing we need to do is we need to, when it's full, we need to turn the conveyor back on, right? So let's do a branch off around that proximity sensor, and set there, and when it's full, that'll turn the conveyor motor back on. And now what will happen here is we're going to bring the box over to the proximity sensor, open the solenoid valve until the level sensor detects that it's full, and then what will happen is it'll move the box out of the way until, and what we'll see is it'll move the box until it gets past the level sensor, but because it's still, the proc sensor is still detecting the box, it will open the solenoid valve up, and it's going to pour product onto the ground. And then we'll come back and we'll fix that issue. But I just want to show you what this step of the code does. See? Just like I said it would do. Good to go. So now we need to tell it that basically once the box is full, keep going until you're past the proximity sensor, and that will let the box get past, essentially go down the line, and then a new box will come along. So the way we do that is basically we want to seal in on the full light, right? So let's do this, and let's do a seal in on that full light, and that should do the trick for that. Uh-oh, I did something incorrectly. So let's look at what I did here. So, oh, yeah, on the solenoid valve, we forgot to put in the permissive or the instruction for we want to make sure the motor is not running when we open up the solenoid valve. We didn't see it before because it didn't move far enough. So, oh no, we did do that. We put that here. Let's see. So what are we doing wrong here today? Did we not download it? Full light. This motor run. Full light. And then, oh, you know what? We forgot it over here at the full light is the, we don't want it, the proc sensor, we want a level sensor there. So somehow I failed correctly early on. And now we have to change that. All right, so now we got the level sensor actually telling us. Yeah, so that should be good. So let's download that. And let's start it. Well, what am I doing incorrectly? Prox sensor. Let's reset here. Let's download. Okay, so what am we doing? Run light. Prox sensor for our motor. Our full light is branching around. Four light, run. Our prox sensor. Light, that should be good. Oh, I know what I did. I have somehow, that's the issue. Let's try this again. There we go. What a difference one bit in the wrong place can make. All right, so as you see, we now have that right. Let's go ahead and let's update our run comments a bit here. So conveyor motor control, stop box at prox sensor fill move box out. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. And then for our solenoid valve control, let's say fill box until level sensor detects full level. Makes sense. And then for our full light control, let's say full light control full indication seal in to clear prox sensor. Yeah, so those are pretty good descriptions about what's going on there. Oh, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, let's go ahead and download that. I mean, all we did was change our descriptions, but let's go ahead and run it. And yeah, as you can see, we're looking good. So that looks great. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.